What is your China strategy? One of the misconceptions of doing business in China is that the employee is cheap. This may still be the case for some low-level blue-collar workers, but for the white-collar workers working in the big cities, Shanghai and Beijing, this is no longer the case. This is because of the pension, social security, housing and unemployment benefits that now go as compulsory into every white-collar workers and blue-collar workers employee fund. So, competing on price or competing on salary has been in the past a very easy way of winning over talent, but today that becomes a very expensive option. So what do companies need to do? Well, they need to realize that in China, money no longer is a factor or a major factor for employment or recruitment. For example, MRI in their research found that the top 3 reasons why someone stays in the company, number 1 is the career development and opportunities, number 2 was the team camaraderie, and number 3 was actually work-life balance. Today, the Chinese white-collar worker in the big cities like Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, they expect that work-life balance. They're not bound to their job necessarily, as they may have been up to 5 to 10 years ago. To further on that research, Aon Hewitt found that learning and development was actually one of the big motivators or selling points for joining, in particular, the high-tech industry. Number 2 was company reputation. So if your company doesn't have an employer branding campaign in China, then you're going to miss out on some good talent. And we know from other research that up to 20% more talent is available when your brand is reputable. And the third one, again, matching that of MRI, was career development. So those opportunities to get better, to develop themselves and to improve. So if you're coming into China in the next few years, money's important. It's a hygiene motivator. You've got to have enough money, but it's not the motivating factor that means that people will jump jobs and come and work for you. You need to look at the softer side of doing business in China.